Am I the a-hole for refusing to sit next to this man? I, female, 30s, was riding an almost empty train. There were about maybe five or six people in the whole carriage. I sat in a four-seater with two seats on one side, two across, and spread out my stuff, put my jacket on the seat across from me, and put my feet on it so that the seat wouldn't get touched by my socks. If it matters, it was early in the morning, and I had been wearing these socks for less than an hour. My shoes are also clean, as I alternate 2 pairs daily to let them dry out between uses. A guy in guess his late, I'm guessing in his late 40s or maybe early 50s, entered the train, came straight to me and said, "Move your bag." I was puzzled since there was plenty of free seats to go around, so I asked if he really wanted this particular seat, and he said yes. So I picked up my bag. He plopped down next to me, and I proceeded to pack up my laptop, drink, jacket, put on my shoes, and move to a different four-seater. Spread it out again. Before I could get my shoes off, the dude was standing in front of me and saying, "Move your bag," and I asked why. He said that he wanted to sit there. I answered that he had been waiting that certain seat that I vacated for him, so I don't see why he would want to switch seats. He scoffed and explained that it was not about the specific seat, but about entitled people who think their bags deserve a seat. I told him that I moved once for him and wouldn't move again. He made a movement as he wanted to grab my bag, and I raised my voice saying, "Don't you freaking dare." He started lamenting about entitled people again. I told him, "I moved for you. There are hundreds of free seats on this train. Sit somewhere else." He called me an a-hole and went back to his seat. Then he called someone on his phone, or acted like it, who knows, and proceeded to loudly complain about entitled benches. To be clear, when a train fills up, I, of course, gather my stuff and vacate seats around me so that others can sit. But I don't see why I should let some rando boss me around and invade my personal space for no reason. All right. Am I the a-hole? No, definitely not. It's pretty given.
Bro, the guy just showing up and like, it's not about the specific seat, it's about entitled people. I'm like,
it's the principle.
What entitled people? If the bus was almost empty, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I understand. I don't like entitled people in like crowded buses, but if there's plenty of seats, you're just looking to pick a fight, and you lost.
Seriously, dude. Right? So I think the problem is that he took the whole entitlement thing out of context. Because I'm pretty sure where he learned maybe this saying or quote of people being entitled are situations where, the bus is full and all this stuff. And he's applying it to a situation where it doesn't apply. The train is empty.
Doesn't it kind of make him a hypocrite to be like upset about entitlement, where when he's the one feeling entitled to be able to sit
next
to her?
Great point.
Like, come on, dude. Like, jeez. Oh man, I love people. I would have loved to be her and just like live that in real life.
You'd do the same thing?
The first time, yeah, I think I would do exactly the same thing she did. The first time somebody's like, "I want to sit here," I'm like this specific seat. I don't know. Maybe I would just assume that that's where he sits, right? Like, you know how some people take the same bus over and over again and they have like an assigned seat, like just, unofficially. So yeah, first time I'd be like, sure, man, like take it. But I don't know. I mean, if I have a lot of stuff with me that I think I would be more comfortable with the space, and I know there's a lot of seats available, I probably would have even said it. I would be like, yeah, man, have the seat. I'm actually going to move over here. And then just do that. And if he came back to me and then started talking to me about entitlement, I would laugh. Honestly, I would just, yeah. Shoot, man.
Yeah. See, there's an edit. I am having a good laugh about all these people commenting on me putting very clean socks on my reasonably clean jacket, while of course instead there must be only butts on the seat. And as we all know, butts are so much more hygienic than feet. I assume to have pinpointed that it's considered bad manners in some cultures, maybe in the US where a lot of users are coming from. In my culture, it is not considered bad manners, so I will not be taking your advice to keep your dang shoes on to heart. My question was also about refusing to let the guy sit next to me and not across from me. So I'm really amused that so many people focusing on that. So I will be ignoring all the shoe-related comments. But of course, if your heart so desires, please let it all out. Edit 2. Okay, now people are sliding into my DMs and asking for pictures of my feet. What have I done?
That's amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Why can't that happen to me? You know, sell your feet pictures and get some money of like only feet.
You better claim that domain now.
Only feet.
Yo, you know people make money selling their toe clippings.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, no, there's like, I was watching, I think it was a Netflix. It was talking about how this lady makes so much money like selling her whatever, like toe clippings, everything that she exudes from her body.
Ew,
she sells.
Was she hot?
I don't remember, but maybe not if I didn't remember.
Yeah.
But even her like used tampons and stuff.
Dude, to each their own. That's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Huh. Even people that like want their socks or like clothing that they've
socks,
worn. Nah, man, that's
used underwear for like 3 days straight without being changed.
No, stop.
That makes more money. Jeez.
Oh. Where do people sell this? Like, is it like is there like
market, probably?
Yeah, is it Craigslist?
Craigslist. I'm sure there's a subreddit for it too.
Of course, it's Craigslist. Oh man, sorry, I am tearing up a little bit. It's just because of how gross it is. There's an edit 3.
It seems like, let's see, more serious this time. That's a lot of comments here. I just took the time to read all of them and answer as many as I can. It took nearly 3 hours. The one thing pops out a lot, namely people being scared for me in that situation. Thank you for your concern.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I would like to address that. The situation was not scary. I would say I'm pretty good at listening to my gut, and it served me really well so far. But in this situation, my spidey senses were not tingling at all. My impression of the dude was one of his self-righteous and some tinge. Is that a word?
Tinge of entitlement. Yeah, tinge, like a little
tinge. Okay.
Yeah, tinge of entitlement.
Tinge of entitlement. Maybe a bit of creepiness. But no hints of danger of physical violence. There were a lot of people describing situations that started out similarly and were honestly scary. I really hope that all of you are okay. Also, I am updating from the train right now with my shoes on.
Dude, I don't care for feet. It's fine. If I see somebody in a public place with their shoes off.
But if it's stinky feet, though,
okay,
there are people with really stinky feet.
If it's clearly stinky, I would just probably like look. I would look at them and just judge them in my head, and maybe I would nudge to somebody next to me and be like, and that would be it. It's whatever. I don't know. I guess I don't see feet the same way as a lot of people. If she wasn't wearing socks, I would think it's gross.
Oh yeah.
Did she take her? Wait. Is that what she said though?
I thought she said she has like an extra pair of socks.
Okay, so it says, I spread out my stuff, put my jacket on the seat across from me, and put my feet on it. Okay, so she put the jacket on the seat and then her feet on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that the seat wouldn't get touched by my socks. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I don't think that's I don't think that's
and people are saying, why are you taking your shoes off?
Dude,
it's fine.
If you're complaining about socks on a bus seat, do you even take the bus? Because like there's a lot worse.
What if someone went to the bathroom, didn't wipe, and
Ew.
they sit on the seat. What's worse? Is that worse?
Is that
Come on.
is that New York or?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't
Metro.
be surprised either. Okay, some comments here. You want to read some of these?
Let's see. This one says, "Not the a-hole. This was a power play because you were a woman traveling alone. He wanted to make sure you were uncomfortable. Anything you did would have not been enough until you confronted him. Also, I get the shoe thing. I hate wearing shoes due to sensory issues and can't get comfortable with them on. Might I suggest trying a pair of small house slippers for traveling? Keep them in a paper or plastic bag in your backpack/bag. Swap them. Fabric softener sheets keep in the bag will reduce smells from the shoes as well." Oh, that's a pretty good tip. Wow, a lot of people are saying keep your shoes on while using public transit. I get it. If it's packed, yeah, but it's fine if it's empty, right?
Again, I think it's all. This is not a black and white situation for me. I think a lot of it has to do with your surroundings. I mean, if you're alone at a park and you want to kick your feet up for a second, why wouldn't you? But if you're in a very packed park and then you just start taking off your clothes, then I don't know.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing, though. Well, unless it was a guy.
Yeah. Well,
Let's see.
Yeah, not the a-hole. I would have told the guy after the second encounter that he was the one acting entitled by forcing his opinions on complete strangers, and that he was being a creepy perv by repeatedly wanting to sit close to you. That's what I'm saying. Like he was the entitled one to feel the need to approach her every time.
Yeah, that's a pretty clear cut in that sense.